It's mail time. Yeah.
What we got?
Bagel delicious cotton candy.
Ooh, cotton candy flavored soda.
Dog and Sons root beer.
This is going to be a fun taste test.
It's a postcard from Illinois. And it says, Dear Craig, Nancy, and Joe, I look forward to new videos from you. I love watching your adventures and taste tests. I hope you enjoy the Dog and Sons root beer. Congrats on the newest. From Tracy. Oh, thank you, Tracy.
Yes, thank you so much. This is going to be fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bought these at Hy-Vee, and now we're going to taste them. I'm anxious to see what these taste like in the veggie chips. I know we like the veggie chips. And this is nacho cheese, which, of course, nacho cheese, Craig wants to try anything nacho cheese. What do you think?
Tastes good.
Those are good. Lots of good flavor. Now we'll try the ranch. We could portion those out and use them for walking tacos too. It actually remind me of the Quest chips, but better. Can you try one, Craig? Which one do you like better?
The nacho cheese one.
They're both very good. Great job. Great job, veggie chips. And they're 140 calories for about 11 chips, which would be enough to use for a walking taco.
Now it's time for a taste test.
Tonight we're tasting some things that we got as a gift this week in the mail, which is the Faygo bubblegum soda and the Dog and Suds root beer and the high chews. So I think we'll do these first.
What is it?
Why don't we do
Hi-Chews.
it? Let's do the drinks first, okay? Craig's a little upset with me because I had made him change his shirt.
What's the name of those candies, Craig?
Hi, chews.
Bless you.
No, I meant the candy.
Doesn't get it. Craig, do you like knock knock jokes?
No.
No, you used to.
Well, yeah.
Remember we had that knock knock Mr. Potato Head?
Yeah.
Okay, let's taste it.
I'm assuming it's not sugar free.
It's not. Oh yeah, you don't have to drink it all. What do you think of it, Craig?
Didn't taste like root beer.
It doesn't.
It does or it doesn't?
Well, it does.
It's very nice. I like it.
Yeah. It's good root beer.
It reminds me of Barks.
Yeah.
Or like the old Sioux City sarsaparilla.
Yeah, it's not
Right.
like A&W.
Right.
It's a little different.
Yeah.
More like an original root beer taste.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that better than like the A&Ws.
I like them all.
What next?
Well, we need a different glass to put our... Let me go get some more glasses.
So Craig, do you have any jokes you could tell me?
Nope.
What's your favorite joke of all time?
Oh boy, here we go again.
Do you have a favorite joke?
What do you call a flower before it opens? A bud. I love when you call me bud.
What's your favorite joke?
No.
Come on in.
I don't think I have a favorite joke. Oh, I don't know why I poured so much.
That was Craig's.
Here, you can pour what you want. Because it's not sugar-free. It really smells like cotton candy. Doesn't it? And what do you think?
It did taste like cotton candy.
It does taste like cotton candy. It really does.
It's like vanilla cream.
Kind of reminds you
cream
of
soda.
Yeah, that's
type.
what I was saying. Kind of reminds you of cream soda, but it definitely has a cotton candy taste.
It has more vanilla flavor than. Excuse me.
I don't mind it. Which did you like better, the root beer or
The cotton candy.
Okay, next is the high chews.
Gesundheit.
And high chews.
Very funny.
These Japanese candy high chews?
I believe so.
I think so.
Well, they look like high chews.
Okay. You pick your own color. What kind do you have?
Pink.
Pink. Yours is it's strawberry.
Strawberry
I have
flavor.
green apple.
Oh, grape one. Are you doing an impersonation of an elephant?
What do you think?
Tastes good.
It's very chewy. Kind of reminds me of Now or Later. Except now, the Now or Laters aren't like they used to be. They're soft. I like the green apple. What about you, Craig?
Tastes good to me.
What do you want to try next? Okay.
The honey butter.
And they say Haiti on them. They're honey butter chips made with real honey.
Are they actually made in Haiti? Product of Korea.
Oh.
It tastes like honey.
They
Hold
really
up.
do taste like honey butter.
Let me try
I
one.
mean, exactly like honey butter.
Those are weird.
And yet, oh, I thought you were going to eat another one.
Not something I could eat. Let's try it again.
Well, you really have to like honey butter. They're not bad. I don't know if it's something I'd pick out to eat a whole bag of.
Not me.
Harry Potter's butter beer.
Yes, I want to see, do these taste like butter beer? What do you think, Craig?
It's like butterscotch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it really doesn't taste like the butter beers I remember. Last couple times we've been down, we haven't even got any butter beer. Well, no, I did. I always do.
They're good candy, but I don't really, maybe a little bit butter beer, but not exactly. All right, and these last ones, Craig and I were at World Market this week, and they have lots of Cadbury flavor, Cadbury candy, and Craig loves Cadbury, especially Cadbury eggs. And I told him he could pick one for a taste test, and he picked the Crunchy Rocks. You picked right, Craig. What does it taste like?
Crunchy.
Is it toffee? That's good. You should really try these.
You sounded like Joey Tribbiani. What's the ingredients? Barley? Good. Toffee? Good. This is a great trifle.
If you know, you know. I'm definitely a Friends aficionado. I've watched that show from the first episode to the last many times. All right, Craig. So out of all of the treats, which was your favorite?
The honey chips.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine was definitely the Cadbury candy.
Me too.
Joe?
Oh, it had to be the Cadbury
That's
clusters.
good. Super good.
Yeah, they're really
Cadbury
good.
has good chocolate. And then when you put it with toffee, can't go wrong. So, Craig, What's new with you?
Went to Genesis, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we went to Genesis.
And he did Mousercise.
And he did Mousercise. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And what'd you have for lunch?
A walking taco.
And then what'd you have for supper?
A turkey sandwich with side salad.
Mm-hmm.
Sandwich.
A side salad. Mm-hmm.
I like to have a sandwich with a side sandwich once in a while.
What have you been thinking about this week?
We're gonna see If, the movie.
Yeah, that's number one, right?
Yep.
We've been talking about that a lot.
Yeah, I don't go to a lot of movies, but I think I want to go to that. Ryan Reynolds is one of the executive producers.
Wait, you're going too?
I think I'm going to go.
How do you
Mom?
feel about that?
Yeah, Dad's going too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay.
Go.
Well, he's excited because if I order something and won't finish it, he usually sits right in the middle and it'll be ching, nom 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 nom, right? Right. Just like these chips.
Give me a chip.
Honey.
Honey, a chip. Yeah, like 8 of them. Okay.
What else have we been talking about this week, Craig?
Livy's graduation.
Right, Livy's
Yeah.
graduation from preschool is next week
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
on Tuesday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does she go to kindergarten or does she still have one more year?
She has one more year.
One more
because
year
her
preschool.
birthday's too
Yeah.
late.
Yep, she was an early bird into the preschool program.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And Josie will start preschool this fall too.
Yeah, I don't know if I can
I'm
take
kind of
that.
sad about that, really.
Mm-hmm.
But now we have a new baby to
Yeah, that's right.
fill some of our time when they're not here.
I told Stephanie that I said they usually
Can I go now?
one of the grandpa rules is you don't change diapers till after the umbilical cord thing is falling off, because you got to do that roll thing and everything. And well, she happened to be gone just for a little bit, and of course he had to pee and poop through his diaper, so I ended up still changing it. I had
He
changed.
fooled you.
I had to change his clothes and everything. Nancy just ran.
I did not. I had to change Josie. I'm not sure which was worse. I have a page for my journal. I decided I'm just going to. I usually spend a lot of time going through trying to find the perfect thing that I want to read. But I think I'm just going to go through and pick a random page and read it, and I'll do it more often because it always takes me so much prep work to figure out what I'm going to read. So tonight's excerpt is actually, I think it was from the day before the last one, because these journal pages are not in any particular order. This one is from Friday, September 19th, 1997. So Craig just turned 5 years old. It says, "Hi Karen. The animals came on Wednesday and Craig loves them. Steph did too. But Craig has taken possession of them all. Today he was playing with them in the dollhouse and the horse fell behind it. It was under the ledge and he couldn't find it. He started crying like his heart was broken, saying, 'My horse is gone.' And then he thought the sheep was gone, but it was right before his eyes. I think he was just panicking. Craig's birthday went really well. He did so good at Discovery Zone. Do they have one of those in Duluth? I don't even know if they have Discovery Zone anymore. I don't know if any of you remember DZ Discovery Zone. Do you remember that?
Do I remember it?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I remember it. I remember taking them there.
It must have been in Des Moines.
It was where Big Lots is. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's an indoor playground, very similar to something we did in Omaha on vacation, but this time Craig was not apprehensive at all about climbing everything, and he went down the slides, etc. It was strange because it is the type of thing that you would think would overstimulate an autistic child. With all that noise and bright lights and colors, lots of kids and activity, but for Craig, it seems to be just the opposite. For the 2 hours we were there, you would not have known he was autistic. He didn't have any autistic behaviors, and his play was very appropriate and purposeful. There was plenty there for him to persevere on, but he didn't get stuck on any one thing. I think those kinds of running, climbing, jumping activities must actually have a calming effect on him. The only problem we had was that he took his shirt off once, but luckily Joe was nearby and saw where he threw it. He didn't take it off after that. I remember that. Had trouble getting Craig to keep his shirt on.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
his socks.
Yep.
We had trouble with a lot of places because you were required to wear socks in like the ball pits and
the McDonald's play areas and stuff.
There was a time, this time in 1997, like every place had a ball pit in it, and you were required to wear socks. And Craig, if his shoes were off, his socks were coming off. So I don't remember how we got around that, actually.
Josie's that way now. She
yeah.
comes in our house first thing, she sits down, Papa, take off my shoes.
Yeah, she wants her shoes and socks and coat.
Then it's socks.
Immediately. Right she does not like to wear shoes.
I cannot believe he likes those, but the best.
I can't either. They're very strong, like buttery taste.
Yeah, it's more butter than honey.
Craig's teacher sent home a video yesterday. It was so good. They taped a wider variety of activities this time. He is so amazing. And so are his teachers and all the ways they come up with to reach him. There was some really cute stuff on there. It is still plain to see that he is autistic and still needs prompts in class, but there was so much more this year. Yesterday, when I took Craig to school, I was talking to the teacher and another little boy had just arrived. I could tell that Craig liked him. Craig was trying to tell the little boy Heath a knock-knock joke. It is a new thing, and I don't know where he picked it up. It is really cute, though. He gets through the knock-knock who's there part, but after that, he makes up an answer to who is there, like Cherry Who. And then he can't finish the last part. He really loves that game, though. Anyway, after school, his teacher was telling me that Keith got in trouble at recess and had to sit by the wall. I guess this really made Craig feel bad. They said Craig stood there by him and touched his face and said, "Keith, oh Keith." He often has shown compassion at home for Stephanie, but that is the first time I've seen him show emotion for any class member. He seems to be connecting to them more now and actually knows their names. And that's kind of still something Craig does. He does not like to see people sad. In fact, just this week, Josie and Libby were playing, and Libby was trying to put Josie in jail, and Josie didn't like it, and she just hauled off, and she smacked Libby. And no one even said anything. It's like she knew she shouldn't do it, and Josie started crying like her heart was broken. And Libby was just standing there stunned. And Craig came down, and he was actually worried about Libby. He came down to see how Libby was. Libby's always going to be Craig's number one.
Yeah.
I do feel like Craig has a lot of compassion. He just doesn't always know what to do with it. But definitely, I can see that it's there. Especially when it comes to the girls. He doesn't like to see them sad at all. And because
he knows the next step after sadness is crying.
Yeah, but Josie was the one crying, and Craig didn't even care about it. The knock-knock joke part, though, I do remember that, because I remember we bought him the Mr. Potato Head knock-knock that told knock-knock jokes. But I don't really think he was that interested in it after I got it for him. He did play with it years later. And he still likes to tell a joke once in a while, but not as often as he did. He went through a phase there where he loved to tell jokes.
Well, some of the videos he watches, they tell jokes in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you a joke, and he'll say, and it, a lot of times it doesn't make sense, or maybe he's just reciting it, not where it doesn't make sense.
It's out of context.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much all for that. I did want to kind of make an announcement. I am creating a new channel. I already have the channel ready, and I've been putting some videos on it, but I have them listed as private because I'm not really ready to launch it yet. But our new channel is going to be called JNC Food and Travel. And that channel is basically going to be for our food reviews and travel videos. That kind of thing is still going to be on Our Daily View. It's just I wanted a channel more specific to that. So if I want to expound more on a certain topic, then it won't bother people that it's not autism related. And I mean, in the future, maybe I'll want to do some packing videos or some travel tips. Sometimes when we go to restaurants, I like to expound more on the history of them. And I don't think some people on this channel really want to hear that or bothered by that. I also might do sponsorships on the other page once I get monetized. I had some complaints about the last video that I did the sponsorship for. But honestly, those things just help us out. I don't take all the offers that we get. I only take the ones that I think maybe people would be interested in. And sometimes it's nice to be able to just get something for doing a video. So I get to try something new.
It's just, where are those bourbon sponsorships?
But I know, but I don't want to annoy people with that, and it's not autism related. So if I do any more, I'll just do it on the other channel. When
Yeah, we've learned that
eventually-
from some other people that they've got multiple channels. I never even really thought about doing stuff like that, but yeah.
So that channel will just be like, maybe I post once a week a video on it. It probably isn't going to be every day because I just don't have time. And some of the videos are just going to be excerpts from the videos I show to you, or maybe just more on one certain subject out of that video.
Yeah, and then I got to where I can kind of do a little bit of the editing, at least the cutting and pasting out of hers. But the PC I've got right now that I have up in my office it doesn't have a graphics card in it, so it's not fast at all with that stuff. So I might end up getting a different computer. Craig would of course take mine because I just maxed it out on RAM, so it'd work great for him. It's got a solid state hard drive. He'd take, it'd be great for his stuff. And then I'd probably get something portable. I'll get a laptop.
I was gonna say, I think it should be a laptop. Something we can
that
take
way I
along
could
with
still
us.
plug it up. Plug it up. Yeah, I can still plug it in upstairs and use it with my monitors, because I like bigger monitors. I like a full size keyboard. I don't like using laptop keyboards.
It's everything big.
Yeah.
It's like the home improvement guy.
Well, your angle's wrong. You can never get to a good position on a laptop to where I feel like it's not making my arms hurt. And I've been on a lot of computers over my life, and I don't like them. I won't ever like typing on it. So I could just I'll just get a little dock for it, and I could plug it in and use my things. But then if, like for editing, I could come downstairs, sit in the sunroom in the mornings while they're off doing whatever, and I could maybe start to get us a little more caught up on the bourbon and birds.
Yeah, if you could do that channel, that would help a lot.
Yeah,
because
I don't want to.
it's harder for me to
But I'll
edit
help.
those videos because I'm not an expert on that subject, and it's just not really a good fit for me for editing. So.
Yeah, that channel we just like to keep it raw. There's not a lot of just if I know we said something, misspoke or something, I can take that stuff out. And
but I also
we always left it in before and just laughed about it.
I also want to get more caught up on doing some bird videos too on there, like explaining our setup. We still haven't gotten that done.
And I could finally
add that to the long
that.
list of things we need to do, like staining Craig's shelves for his room.
Yeah.
Did
you ever put the red-headed woodpecker in?
I haven't.
And
it's still it's not
man.
up to I am behind on my videos because of when the girls were here, and I'm really trying to get caught up to where the videos are up to where we are. I've been working on them today. I'll probably be working on them tomorrow too.
Yeah, but we've got a red-headed woodpecker coming around now. And everything I had always learned about red-headed woodpeckers is they don't go to feeders that much. And all of a sudden he just showed up one day. I just looked out the window and just froze. And you haven't seen one on our channel before because they just don't come around. The ones you see is they've got a tuft of red on the back. And a lot of people try to call those red-headed woodpeckers, but they're not. The red-headed woodpecker from their neck up is just a crimson red. It's a little bit darker than like a cardinal. And then their body is white and black, and oh my gosh, is that a beautiful bird. It looks like it's not even feathers. It looks like mink fur. They shine. Oh my gosh.
They're really cool looking.
Oh, he is a beauty.
we've had a good spring for birds. We
Yeah.
really have.
Yeah. We only have one bird that I know that comes around here, short of like waterfowl and everything, and that's the blue bunting. And we only had one last year. Came like 3 times, and I haven't seen one yet. So, and I kind of don't expect to, because they're more up in like Northeast Iowa has tons of them. I don't know of anybody else that's ever spotted one down around here. So.
I wanted to take a moment to mention that our treats tonight that we tried, the high chews,
Oh yeah, they came from.
the
the 2
cotton
drinks?
candy and the is it called Dog and Suds root beer, came from Tracy on YouTube. Her username is Unicorn Blood XT. And thank you very much, Tracy. This was very fun to taste.
I think this is made of unicorn blood, as a matter of fact.
I actually like that. I mean, it's not something I would probably keep in the fridge and drink all the time, but that's a fun treat.
On Harry Potter, somebody out there is a big Harry Potter fan. When the unicorns in there in the one, I think it was in the woods or something, when it was bleeding, did it have blue blood? Does anybody remember?
I don't know. Now we gotta go back and watch it.
No. Well, somebody put it in comments. Let us know. I kind of think they had kind of like glowing blue blood.
I'd like to go back and watch all the Harry Potters again, because I just feel like it takes me a long time to catch it all, because there's so much and I have a hard time paying attention and not trying to multitask.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to answer comments or something
Yeah.
while I'm watching the movie.
Yeah.
Because I'm always thinking of things I need to get done. So, and
I'm
that's
always
one
trying
of
to
those
find a way of
movies
getting out of stuff.
that you really can't do that with, because you're going to miss something that's going to have something to do with something that happens later on. But with that, we probably should wrap this up, because if I'm seeing that right, it says, is it almost 30 minutes?
26 minutes.
We got 4 minutes left. But anyway.
So it's time for so long.
We probably should wrap this up. And I really am trying to get caught up on all my videos. I'm trying to get back to I get one every day. I don't know if I'll get there, because it's just a lot going on right now. But with that,
Almost 27.
all right, with that, we'll say so long, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Peace.
Dogzilla, starring Flash, Rabies, Dwayne, and introducing Leela as the monster. Written and illustrated by Dave Pilkey. This book has been rated extremely goofy. Some material may be too goofy for grown-ups. It was summertime in the city of Mousepolis, and mice from all corners of the community had come together to compete in the first annual barbecue cook-off. As the cook-off got underway, smoke from the hot grills lifted the irresistible scent of barbecue sauce over the rooftops of the city. A gentle wind carried the mouth-watering smell into the distance, right over the top of the ancient crater. Before long, a strange and mysterious sound was heard. Sniff, 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 sniff. All at once, the volcano began to tremble. And suddenly, up from the very depths of the earth came the most terrifying creature known as the mouse kind, the dreadful Dogzilla. Immediately, soldiers were sent out to stop the mighty beast. The heroic troops were led by the brave commanding officer, the Big Cheese. "All right, you old flea bag," squeaked the Big Cheese. "Get those paws in the air. You're coming with us." Without warning, the monstrous mud breathed her horrible breath onto the mice. "Dog breath!" screamed the soldiers. "Run for your lives!" "Hey, come back here!" shouted the Big Cheese to his troops. What are you, men or mice?" "We're mice!" they squeaked. Said the Big Cheese. "You're right. Wait for me." The colossal canine followed the soldiers back to Mousepolis, licking up all the food in her path. Afterwards, Dogzilla wandered through the city streets, doing those things that come naturally to dogs. Dogzilla chased cars right off the freeway. Dogzilla chewed furniture and the furniture store as well. And Dogzilla dug up bones at the Museum of Natural History. Meanwhile, the Big Cheese has organized an emergency meeting with one of the city's greatest scientific minds, Professor Scarlet O'Hare. "Gentle mice," said Professor O'Hare, "this monster comes from prehistoric times. It is perhaps millions of years old. Maybe we could teach to do something positive for the community," suggested the Big Cheese. "I'm afraid not," said Professor O'Hare. "You simply can't teach an old dog new tricks. If we're going to defeat this dog, we got to think like a dog. We got to find something that dogs are afraid of. Something that will scare the beast away from the mouse forever." "Forever? I've got an idea," squeaked the Big Cheese. Within minutes, the mice had assembled at the center of town. "All right, Dogzilla," charged the Big Cheese. "No more Mr. Nice Guy. It's bath time." Suddenly, a blast of water, sudsy water, hit Dogzilla with tremendous force. The panicking pooch let out a burst of hot, fiery breath, and the chase was on. The Big Cheese tried to catch up to the hot dog with all the relish he could muster. Dogzilla high-tailed out of town and backed into the mouth of the ancient volcano. "Well, I'll be doggone," squeaked the Big Cheese. "It worked!" With the horrifying memory of the bubble bath etched in her mind forever, Dogzilla would never again return to Mousewiss. Within a year, Mousewiss had rebuilt itself just in time for the second annual barbecue cook-off. The mice of Mousewiss fired up their grills, confident that they would never see or hear from Dogzilla again. However, there was one thing they hadn't counted on: puppies! The end. And this is Craig Evers saying, if you like this video, click like to subscribe, and keep on having a great day.